Hello. Yeah, Tom, if you or your loved one was involved in a two-car accident where it came out as a person reported trap, would you want just a squad to show up, or would you want the truck to show up with all the tools to get you or your loved one out? Armchair stringer. Oh, wait, in this case, armchair firefighter. But you know best. I mean, you know best just by looking at my video. You know best. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I guess this is the way we're starting off. All right, 67 degrees in the city of Compton, November 1st. What's up, everybody?
Hotel 8440 West Sunset Boulevard, Olive Drive.
What's up? Hello, hi, how are you? Yes, I'm out early. Yes, Owen, it is, appears to be a nothing. But when you're around the corner from it and you're looking for content for you people, you tend to go to things. All right, what am I doing right now? It's a good question. It's a really good question. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I doing it with? That is not what I need to be doing. Everybody go shh. Thank you. You go here, you go there, you do that. Let's move that. Nope, let's go here.
I'll walk around with safety. We'll see how many companies we're going to need here in a second. Just should be down lines, man.
What up, Al?
Roger that. Safety off.
Califield, that's because my life doesn't revolve around YouTube. I've got a few messages about where I've been, asking if I've been okay. You gotta remember, I've only been live streaming for a year, and I'm 44, which means for 43 years I survived without being live on YouTube, and I was fine, and nobody worried about me. Thank you for all who was worried about me, and thank you for all who cared, but my life doesn't revolve around YouTube. Right now it revolves around Lisa, Dade, and Bronson. And then it revolves around, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this, but let's see if I can do it. It revolves around, I'm gonna get this wrong, I know. And for those of you who end up watching this later, and I miss you, I'm sorry, but it revolves around Mike, Danny, AJ, Mark, Rob, Lewis, Jason, Pablo, Renee, Jacob, Eric, Raphael, Alex, Keith, GDP, Johnny, Tyler, Christian, Sam. I think I did it. Gabe. I think I did it. All right, so now what are we doing? We're gonna go find ourselves a story, and we are not looking for a fire unless it's a house, a structure. Well, I take that back. If a new brush fire breaks out, yeah, we'll head to it, but we're not heading to any of the existing fires. Those are already very well covered, and those are, even though some of them are at 0% containment, the winds died down. It's not a big deal. It's not for me to cover right now. All right, my Halloween was great. Thank you very much. I haven't posted anything about it. I've been a little busy watching from West Virginia. Hello. Hi, Miranda. I heard about that incident response. Evan, man, it all depends on what area of town you're in. If you're shooting during the day, if you're shooting at night, do you have competition? The best camera you have is the one you have on you. That's what I always say. Couldn't film, too busy mixing cement. My footage made Australia. Ross. The footage that made Australia should have been, it was sold through CBS News Path, which is also global, which is also the BBC. So I'm guessing it said LOUDLABS IE, and it was a car on fire. Is that what you saw? But yeah, we did well on the fires. And like I said, I've been a little busy with all those names. It was Hollywood fire. Hollywood as in like, was it a brush fire or a fire in Hollywood? Because you're in Australia, so a fire in Compton to you is a fire in Hollywood. I Twitter you on it. I'm not on Twitter. We might have a Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter. Email it to me if you can. Scott@LOUDLABS. Thank you very much. Evan, I'll give you another piece of advice. If you are shooting at night, if you're shooting during the day, any camera works, man. Any camera works. Any HD camera works. Excuse me. And also, be careful shooting 4K because sending out a 4K file is going to kill you. If you're shooting at night, before you buy a new camera at night, go to YouTube and see what people have uploaded using that camera at night to see if that quality is good for you. What's up, Eric? Scott, did a firefighter kick me out? Kick me out of what? I'm just going to say no, by the way. But go ahead. 7 Network, Australia. We cover Hollywood because of LeBron James. We cover Hollywood because of All right, so maybe it was the Getty Center fire, because during the Getty fire, not Getty Center fire, during the Getty fire, he was evacuated and he tweeted, and when he tweeted, that might have been what it was. What's going on behind you? Rewind the video and you'll see it's not a big deal. I just was around the corner, so I figured. If we have footage of anything good, is there a way of streaming? Paul. Streaming, no. Sending, yes. Send me the footage, Scott@loudlabs.com. All right, well, that bothers me, Ross, that you saw it in Australia. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but it bothers me because I don't remember selling, I mean, it was NBC and ABC. I know we sold that for that fire. And it took him 3 tries to start getting his hits. But Keith got some hits on that fire. It was the houses burning that got him the hits. That's why you're trying to tell me, yeah, I got you, Ross, but there's really nothing I can do about it. That's kind of how the game works. We did make some sales, and I'm guessing somewhere in that fine print, it was sent over there. That's why I don't upload to YouTube currently. That's why I don't mind to be in a month behind on my YouTube stuff. Because if I was to put that fire out the next day on YouTube, anybody can just grab it. And we learned our lesson with that on a murder-suicide out in the San Fernando Valley where mom was killed by dad killed himself. 2 kids stayed in the house for a couple days before they were found. And when they were found, they said, hey, mom and dad are sick. They're not doing well. And the big brother took care of his little brother, and big brother was only like 8 or 9, if that. But anyways, that story we posted pretty quickly, and it went global, and it was really hard to follow and get paid for. So I've learned my lesson with posting stuff like that. Only if it shows up on TV, the guy that's friendly. Only if it shows up on TV. I'm not going to send you footage. I'm not going to send you money just for sending me footage. The stations don't send me money just for sending them footage. It has to show up on TV before I get paid. So same way. I'm with you. Adam got so mad. Me 3 alarm explosion in the house and all didn't do it. Did not say. I've been rocking the LLN hat to high school. Oh, right on, Evan. Thank you, Scott. Bronson was Spider-Man. I let him pick out his costume. Showed him a ton of pictures, ton of costumes, and he pointed at what he wanted to be. Usually we do a family costume every year. We let the kids be a solo costume, and then we do a family costume. This year we didn't do a family costume because we spent so much time on Dademan's costume. He was Papyrus from Undertale, because his costume came out so awesome, we're like, we're not going to take that away from you on Halloween. You just do you. And then Bronson got to pick out his costume. He was Spider-Man, so we just let them be Spider-Man for their trunk or treats, for their parades, for actual Halloween, because they have so many different events each year. That's why they have different costumes. And because I keep every costume, and we have a little costume bin, because kids play dress up, you know, all year long, I was able to make Dade's costume with, I think the only thing we bought was spray paint and a pair of shorts and a shirt, just a t-shirt. But everything else we made, I made his boots from an elf sleeve. I made a scarf from a reusable bag. We had the cape. He needed muscles in there. I used an old Hulk costume. We had an old skeleton costume to go underneath. We got some yellow ribbon, did some gluing. Fred Davis, I don't know. It's probably going good. That's way north. I'll be actually somewhat in that area next week. If the fire is still going hard, I will make my way to it possibly. But I will be in Sacramento streaming 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Yes, A. Charles. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm excited. A. Charles, are you my A. Charles and changed your name, or are you a different A. Charles? Snowboarding soon. It has to snow first, Charles. Have you ever arrived at a scene and turns out it's not good, or someone's already there, so you leave to another one? Eric, have you ever arrived at a scene and turns out it's not good? Yes, many times I've turned out it's not a good scene, I leave. Or someone's already there. If someone's already there, then no, I don't leave because someone's already there. That would just make them happy. I'm not here to make other stringers happy. Come on now. Is there snow in LA? Sometimes. We talked about boarding before, old Kemper rider. Gotcha, Charles, just making sure. I got a friend with that's his name for the most part. And I didn't know if he changed it or not, but I do remember our conversation. I do. Time is it? I'm meeting up with one of my photographers in about an hour. Do you travel to different states? Kathy, I have in the past, but that's not my bread and butter. It's not what I do. My bread and butter is the Los Angeles market, South LA, for the most part, is what I cover. But my company covers anywhere from Ventura to North San Diego County. Whatever's on the other side of that, Riverside County. What up? Know you out, string them, and not always. When I press send, I remember I saw it shot in the dark, so I know leaving someone is there. Last thing to do. Travel different states. Not so much. I have in the past, but it's not what I do. I'm going to Sacramento to help start LOUDLABS Sacramento. The guy that's friendly, no need to have a sad face. It's okay. The reason you don't like On Scene is because you saw a TV show where the owner of On Scene was kind of, well, how he was. So you got a bad taste in your mouth for On Scene. On Scene's not like that any longer. He's no longer with them, and they're good people. So be happy to see other people doing what it is they do. Do police ever tell you not to film the scene? Not anymore, Scott. Not anymore. Back in the day they used to, but not anymore. Eric, what city are you in? And I'll tell you why. San Diego. Oh, that's why. All right, so When On Scene first expanded, the very first place they went to was San Diego. They took over a company that already existed, and that was their very first expansion out of LA. And then after that, they went to San Jose, San Francisco, and then now they're out of there, and that guy's in Houston. But yeah, there's mostly On Scene down there, and there's also SDTV, San Diego TV, or something like that, or SNNS TV. I don't know what the other one is, but there's two companies out there. But the On Scene dudes are full time, where the other guys, I don't believe he's full time. I could be wrong though. But the world's best stringer. Well, the person who used to be the world's best stringer. No, he one of the best cameramen in one of the best at what we do in the country, possibly the world, is down in San Diego. But he got so good at what he did, ABC 10, I think. ABC said, you come work for us. You string no more. And then he sold this company. Dallas, what's Smash TV? The guy that's friendly. What's Smash TV? Because Dallas is a weird place. It's a market. It's a contract market. It's not story by story. It's it's a contract thing. So, do you see that logo a lot? The guy that's friendly, you see Smash TV a lot, or what? Evan, it is a good movie. It's weird. It's not too many movies where the bad guy wins, and that's one of the movies where the bad guy wins. I mean, that's how I looked at it. What is Smash TV though? It's a logo you see on TV, like Stringer, like. Well, there's one way to figure it out. So I saw that logo the other day, but I saw it at the pier. And I'm not really on Facebook, so I don't see anything on YouTube. Smash the topic? That doesn't look like it. It is Smash the Topic. All right, so that looks like somebody just sends him footage. It doesn't look like he's actually out there doing fires and pursuits and shootings. He looks like he's into fights and crap. Fights. Felony fights. Felony fights.
45 we'll be holding one 10-4 take your suspect gunpoint. We're going to be doing Longwood. We're going to be on Longwood. Just off of doing.
First source, no, I don't, but I believe he's originally from the Washington area or the Oregon, one of the two. He's somebody that Zach reached out to when they were trying to expand, and then when Zach left, he had an opportunity to make his way to Houston, and that's where he's currently there with ZP, which is another Zach, but we call him ZP. ZP has a very high opinion of me. He loves me. Just ask him. Thinks very highly of me. And I just got a message, but whatever. It was a message from ZP saying how much he misses me. But no, I don't know. I've never met Jack. I just know of him, to answer your question. I'm guessing he has an opinion of me because he works with somebody who, like I said, adores me. So. I bet you this dies right now. Let's see. Oh, good for me.
Allegedly, right now.
Well, they think you want to watch 3. There's main at 2 shows up Central Library. 3's in that library. The BCP was all security.
Jake's way in at your end. It's pretty cool. We're going to go check out this parking lot that you mentioned about that you were in. Well, I was in there with parking calls.
Go ahead.
48J off of Burlington. DP jumped in a 4-door sedan heading westbound on Compton.
Driver to any additional calls? Okay, 536 I'll talk.
Sir, we received another 415 music at 960 North Highland. This week we're going to cancel the call to have a permanent
565 elevator rescue at Middleton Street, 6700 Middleton Street. No
I've already
evidence.
was refused all the way around.
We're going to be making approach.
Making an approach.
Thank you. What is that for now? It's Rocky South football field entrance. In case the fire department comes on the field. Plate number is going to be 16 Williams, Zebra 362. 16 Williams, Zebra 362. It's going to be a Honda. Thank you, ma'am. Confirming it's blocking the driveway at 205, 16 Williams, Zebra 362.
Vehicle check is clear.
It's an entrance that the fire department usually comes on the field from whenever there's an injury or they need paramedics from the field, and the car is blocking.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
It's going to be a Honda Accord cross the way. One of the intersection of
4161 Waterfall Alarm at Hawthorne High School. 459 Elfscott Boulevard, Englewood Avenue. Station to 1790 by Zip Code 7285.
Okay, I'm at Pleasantdale and Estabrook. Go ahead.
Engine Squad 107, enter ALS 18540 Salt Lake Canyon Road, Unit 145, Sierra Highway 12. Engine 34, Public Assist 1192 East Central Street, Unit 103, Lane Avenue.
Copy. Britannia Street.
1167, back to ALS 4820 Doreen Avenue, Laura Azusa Road.
Hey, Roger, we're out again at 633 North Arcadia. There's no one on scene to say they called. Could you just confirm with DG the right address?
Come to the handle and unit to assist 901 911B
I'm not going to get a unit around.
I hear we did have a permit, but we'll call again to find out if there's their location. That's the address they gave us. Hey, Roger.
Unseen traffic collision ALS 6300 Casitas Avenue, Fillmore Street.
In the area of doing it.
The subject was found in light green by Queen 83 John 49, confirming that's the correct plate. Yes, ma'am. It's code 6 to 42.
Coleman, your division.
Requesting that you move to St. Louis and Chavez instead of your current location.
7 days advising 44 to 48 on floor.
You're on its way.
My customer to Henry, your place attorney Claire wants to registration. I respond with your squad for back pain ALS in 166's area. 4820 Dorgan Avenue, Laura Azusa Road.
What do you need me to do?
Which 193 Edward handle 97 and Contis 11616 Asher Street, Ridgewood Avenue. Returned to his black jeep found back window smash.
Shopping center.
Within the last 10 minutes, tag 172.
Alright, just
Engine 39, rescue 39, traffic, between 27, pull by 167.
You said he just walked into the LGBT center and walked out within 5-10 minutes and found his window smashed and he kind of...
133 on the Manhattan 136 here. We're making good progress with skip loaders around the pile, so we have been needed a fire. And this operation is going to be ongoing for approximately 2 to 4 hours.
And is not
Right here.
recognized.
We're just going to set in right there.
Be ready, 257, Depot Respiration 125 West 83rd Street. So let's send you an environmental assessment once you get on scene. 21. For Metro. On your end clock.
Monitors overshooting. They said 5 to 6 if I can get anybody to move it and they need to get on field.
Can you confirm?
Elliot and Parkway Huckabee Road.
Getting 60 meters past on versus motorcycle. Southbound 101 freeway, Wayne.
Emergency 1686 East Hatford Street.
Hey. Yeah, I was in a bad area. I think it should be fixed now. Hi, MK, how are you? But more importantly, well, actually, it's not more importantly. Absolutely not more importantly. MK's here. That's the most important thing right now. But I do want to, high maintenance. What are you talking about? There you go. Talking about things you don't know again, as usual. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah, it's gonna start lagging again, guys. Hey, Dad. Dad's here too. Hey, look at that. It's a family affair.
Sir, we're ready to 921.
MK. Michaela. How was Halloween? Tell everybody how your Halloween was. Tell everybody what you were. Also, you probably should send me a picture. You should. You should.
460.
Go ahead, sir. Right. 21, if you can leave your rig where you're at, you won't be able to get down further without blocking everybody in.
T plate and identify.
William 46, I'll be 97. Can you use 21 DRT and tell them to meet me to the front of 12411 and get more info from them?
I'm disrespectful, high maintenance? Wow. You came on here and said that I have a court order. And all I did was say, what are you talking about? But I've been over you for a while, so bye forever.
Restrooms near the baseball fields. Report of a structure fire. Smoke coming from the restroom. For Battalion 2, Engine 22, Engine 5, Engine 17, Truck 17, and Rescue 18. Area 18 Foxtrot, 2800 Cedar Baker Road, the restrooms near the baseball fields at Eldorado Park West. All units responded, acknowledge on call plan 2.
All the way on the other side.
Sunset 4916,
It's all on the other side. And yeah, I mean, my daughter's on here, my dad's on here. My daughter's not a teenager yet, and my dad is a man of God. I don't appreciate that language. And you came on here saying stuff you didn't know about, and then when I called you out on it, you had words to say I didn't like. So see you later. I will say this though, I'll be in your neck of the woods, so those people that you say don't like me, they can come find me. I'll be live. And since you told me not to mess with you, I didn't mess with you, I just turned you off. But if you feel that's messing with me, well, then I guess I'll see you in a few days. We'll see how important I am to you. All right, so now what are we doing? Now what? Now we wait. I'm going to be meeting up with Keith here in just a bit. When I meet up with Keith, I am going to stop this, but I'll come back after midnight. It'll be a completely different feed. This one's 203. After midnight will be 204.
Pursuit incident.
Patty, yes. Not as much as usual these days, but I was able to play. I played 2 days in a row actually, which hasn't happened in a long time. It was my buddy's birthday yesterday, so I played with him yesterday, and then we also played together on the 30th. And then I played last week. But yeah, I've played a few times. Sorry to hear that, Southeast. So sorry to hear that. Cali Field. Here's your first warning. Next warning, I'm just gonna take you away. Craig, it all depends on where you're at. Depends on what market you're in, what city you live on. 53. They actually have, well, it's not new, but it's new at my store, Lemon, which is really cool. And they're opening up a gas station shut down for a better gas station to show up around the corner from me. So I've always had 3 options of where I can get my bangs, and all 3 places have different options. Well, now a new one is finally showing up to where I'll have some more options. But some places have like 12 different options. Some places have like 3. And you get tired of the same one over and over if you're not into that flavor. So luckily, Lemon just showed up. The answer to your question is Lemon.
Code 4 written on Bravo response 11 Bravo 100 West Barclay Street. He's not requesting on channel
first source, both.
for patient threatening suicide, unknown means, unknown weapons, stage out 100 West Barclay.
I went trick-or-treating. Yeah. Because Bronson's not a talker yet, there was no trick-or-treat came out of his mouth. I said trick-or-treat a lot, but he had no problem knocking on the door. And as a warning for what you just said before, you said a bad word, which I don't appreciate right now, and you followed it up with I'm not gonna say it's a homophobic slur, but the way you said it, yeah. What up, Evergreen? Do you like a cheaper bang or normal price bang? Do you ever do the 2-for-1 bang, Bangster Berry? Cheaper or normal price? Evergreen. Now, do you believe that bangs are different? Do you, Cali Field, I don't know what you're sticking up for me for. 1, I don't need it, thank you. And 2, I don't know what homosexual you were talking about. I really don't. But anyways, Evergreen, do you believe, oh, I got some funny money, thank you. Do you believe that some bangs are more potent than others? Because I've had somebody say that he buys a bang in Orange County and it's completely different than the bangs he gets in LA County. I'm curious. And of course I'm looking for a good price. Why wouldn't I be? Eugene, I use a Thomas Guide. No,
black hair,
I think I just use Google Maps, but I don't use GPS.
Orange knife.
Don't use GPS.
Suspect number 3, Hispanic.
Frazzled, yeah. Actually, I gave him a haircut the next day too, so all those little curls are gone. And I knew he would look a year older as soon as I did that. The guy I blocked. Oh, I blocked a girl, I think. That's probably why we got confused. Or the other guy. I blocked 2 people. I blocked one without saying anything. The guy was just talking about tinfoil hats. And then I blocked a high maintenance because, well, she for some reason thinks this is her stream or something. Might be a mental thing. The lemon drops always seem to hit me harder. I think I usually stick to Frozy Rosie. To me, they all work the same. They all work the same to me. But somebody has told me once that they feel a difference between the ones they get in OC and the ones they get in LA. Yo, MK, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Malou? Malou. Malou. Where are you, Malou? Coffee. Yeah, I don't know about that. Is this like a stakeout looking for calls to take and film crime scenes of the sort? Pretty new to the chat. Not a stakeout. Definitely not a stakeout. I am looking for calls to take and film crime scenes of the sort. Some normal guy 4. It's been 53 minutes and I haven't said the N-word.
48 West 90th.
Some normal guy. Do you have Netflix? It'll make it so much easier if you do. That joke doesn't get old, and I don't think it'll ever get old, to be honest with you. Especially, it'll get old to you guys, but to the new people, it will never get old.
With an orange knife,
Suspect number 3, the female Hispanic, 20 years, no further details.
Cindy Gentry.
Suspect number 4 and 5.
Are you married?
Unknown.
Are you married to a gentleman named
Weapons
Steve?
still outstanding.
Can I get in contact with you on Messenger? Craig, the best way to get a hold of me is scott@loudlabs.com.
Incident 4759.
You don't have Netflix. What a bummer. Have you seen the movie Nightcrawler with Mr. Taxpayer? I can show you this too. These are old though. So back in like 2008, 2009, I was on a reality show called Stringers LA. That was on True TV. We got 2 seasons, 12 episodes. Yeah. And it was cool. It was very cool. Here is episode 1 to kind of explain what it is I do. And then in 2017, we got involved in another show called Shot in the Dark. That show is on Netflix. That's a pretty good show. Here is episode 1 of Stringers LA. There's 12 episodes of these, and it'll explain what I do. I call it the prequel. It's the prequel to the show that's out now. But basically what I do is I film police incidents, fire incidents, mostly police and fire, sometimes other stuff, but fires, pursuits, shootings, car crashes, things like that. And I live in the Los Angeles area and sell to the Los Angeles market. Bam! Thank you, First Source. You'll buy me one, thanks.
2823, come in.
Alright. I really want Keith to come out so I can meet up with him.
Gonna release who? Light Force 35. Roger. Their Captain 2 is now our safety member on that rig, on the dump truck, or the skip loader, right? Yeah, that's affirmative. He's with the skip loader along with the engine 56. I can supervise Bravo and Charlie. Bravo up, Roger.
Alright, so
We're going to,
I don't know what that means. My phone's acting up, but whatever.
Truck 35.
It's all good.
That means truck 35 and rescue.
Quaker, I did not. Alonzo, I don't have sweaters available, just shirts.
3 rescue 69, go to 1.
Oh, now you remember me. Well, thank you, Cindy. Then you are definitely not the Gentry that I thought maybe you were. Oh, Mr. Taxpayer, I'm sorry. I wish I can give you that 4 hours back. But right on. No, it's not available on DVD. It's just available on YouTube. I have them on DVD somewhere. I do. Interesting. Do I have a badass flashlight? Alfonso, no, I don't. I don't. Matter of fact, I bought a new flashlight yesterday while I was buying glow stuff for the kids. My kids look like they were going to a rave. I made sure they had plenty of glow all around their ankles, their wrists, their neck. They were glowed up yesterday. And I bought a flashlight when I did that. No, I don't have a badass flashlight. To me, flashlights, bells, and whistles. I don't really care about bells and whistles. I have a light on my camera. Well, thank you, Craig. Or, yeah, Craig. Thank you. Cindy, now that's a secret. California Earthquake Safety Essentials. Yeah. I got a flu. I have a few flashlights around the home, but I'm not like a watch guy, you know, where like I have a badass watch and I got a bunch of watches. I have 2 watches, both gifts. Like, I'm not a flashlight guy. Some people have badass flashlights. Check out my mag light.
LLC. It's on a 2018 Nissan copy.
what I do have is, so don't worry about what I have. They do. What up, Dave? What up, Mr. Topping? What is the funniest comment you have made to a competitor that made them look extremely new to the stringing world? Are you fishing for the answer? As in, do you already know the answer? Because I have the answer. I've said the story, but he wasn't new to the stringer world at the time. He was pretty well established. All right, so at some point in time, there will be a documentary called Code 20, spelled out Code 20. Media is called Code 20. So at some point there'll be a documentary called Code 220. The guy who did the Code 220, I've never really met him. He might actually have a shot of me running and tripping and falling, but I rolled out of it and got right back up on my feet. I asked him if he caught it on camera. He said no, but he was also hanging out with Zach at the time, so I might be in that documentary falling. I might not. But anyways, they were doing a documentary on scene where they followed a few of the guys for like a while. And then the show came out and they couldn't release it because Zach was in it. And then Zach got out of it, and now they added some other people, and they still haven't released it. They're supposed to release it like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's just been going. I've seen parts of it. It just looks like a really cool music video with some people that I know. But anyways, the guy who made that, or is making that, he and Zach met each other at a store in East Hollywood. And after that, they got together, and the guy started doing ride-alongs with Zach to get this idea of doing a documentary going. So it just so happened, I think the Lakers won. That's how long ago this might have been. I think the Lakers won. Shaq wasn't involved. It wasn't that long ago. But I want to say the Lakers because it wasn't the Dodgers, and if it wasn't the Lakers, I don't think it was the 99 percenters. Either way, long story longer. We're up on the freeway, and I was wearing a reflective a windbreaker. I was wearing a fluorescent green, fluorescent yellow windbreaker, just a long sleeve windbreaker with a hood. Zach was wearing his brush jacket, his firefighter jacket, and he was standing on top of the center divider with this dude behind him. And I went over to him like, "Hey, what's up, firefighter Zach?" And he's like, "I'm wearing it for safety, so I can be seen." I was like, "Right on." He's like, "Yeah, you look like a Skittle. You take care, Skittles. You take care, Skittles." So he called me Skittles. So that morning, was I LOUDLABS at the time, or was I with RMG? I want to say LOUDLABS, but I could be wrong. I think LOUDLABS. Either way, on the morning news, Zach got 0 hits. I got all the hits. So, is my dad still watching? Dad, are you here? Damn, my dad's still here. It's not going to be as funny as it should be. It's not going to be as funny as it should be. So anyways, after Zach got 0 hits and I got all the hits, I sent him a text in the morning that said, "Taste the rainbow, mother flipper." Sorry, Dad. But anyways, I sent him a text that said, "Taste the rainbow." Because he called me Skittles. I thought that was pretty clever, if you ask me. I will say goodnight. Nah, Dad, you don't need to say goodnight. It's already passed, already done. Sorry that I even said it in the past. But yeah, that's tactical filming, shoulder roll. It's a new dramatic way to shoot it. Dad, you don't need to leave. Did I make you upset? Did I upset my dad? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you. But one thing I don't say to stringers, Evergreen, is don't ask them where they've been. When they get there, where you been? Oh, you're late. Oh, I got it. Don't do it. Don't do that. You don't like it when it happens to you, right? Yeah, Southeast, but as long as they use it in the T's, doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. Taste the rainbow. But I added a little bit of oomph at the end of it. I've been trying to cuss a lot less, but like in comedy, when people use bad words, they're reaching. You don't need to use bad words to be funny. But every once in a while, you put a bad word in a certain spot, it gets funny. I'd follow out the Jayers. There's one station photo that has been a pain, so every once in a while he gets some snark. Gotcha. I just ignore them for the most part. Like if I don't really say anything to stringers anymore that I don't like. I just ignore them and look past them. And the way I say it is beat them on TV. Beat them on TV. I listen to Bill Burr's podcasts, and he does cuss way too much. He doesn't use them in his stand-up. You got to remember, he's not doing his stand-up at all during his podcast. And during his podcast, he just cusses a lot. During his stand-up, those cuss words are put in specific spots at specific times for specific laughs and feelings. So he knows what he's doing when it comes to his stand-up. But when it comes to the podcast, no, he's just saying a lot of bad words. All right, Keith, you check the chat.
Vehicle after an assault, during an assault, 5033 the Boulevard, stage out.
5033 the Boulevard. All right, Keith, I lied. Keith, I lied. I'll meet up with you in a second. Right now, I'm on my way to a call where dude was run over by a vehicle on purpose after an assault. And I saw somebody else leave this parking lot right now. I wonder if that was a stringer. All right, we are literally going to be there in 30 seconds.
80-year-old female, alert with low BP, 3044 Avenue.
Hey Keith, you're welcome to make your way to where I am right now. I'll be on I don't want to tell everybody where I am. Here, go to the board.
BLS2, Bravo response 9 kilo, ticket 405, 9, like F1 405.
Alright, so where's it at?
Copy. Address 28 Central Polar, 7320 Greenleaf Avenue, Penn Street.
Oh, it should have been right behind us.
BLS2, you've been cleared by BLS 16. BLS2, you're clear.
Huh. Alright, let's try this. Oh, hi guys.
Copy, sir. Thank you, BLS 16. Sergeant Squad 31, back to BLS 16511 South Garfield Avenue, unit B43, Jackson Street. And 21 wires down at the bus stop in front of Chevron.
Yeah, I don't see where it's at.
Trans Avenue, Hawthorne Boulevard.
The call puts it right here.
Fire is 7 Alpha.
Engine 7 Alpha. Rescue 3 clear. Engine 17, circle to the rescue, BLS 11103 Saragossa Street, Sticky Drive.
There would at least be a police officer nearby. Somebody would already be here at this point. I think the address is wrong. I hear firefighters.
The last cruise was, get off of me, I can't breathe.
So hopefully they can find it. They said in front of the Chevron, yeah, but I mean, I'm here. I just pulled into the Chevron. So it's obviously not there. This is where the address was. We'll let this guy.
Fire.
Engine 7, for fuel.
Yeah, see, he's about to do the same thing we're doing. He is now at the address. The address is right here. This is where it's at.
Fire.
So now we're about to get some new info. Don't follow too close.
Fire truck 7.
Confirming you're free of Station 1 and back in your area. Engine 5, Squad 47, abdominal pain ALS. 9035 East Warrior Road, Unit 38, Rose Mead Boulevard.
I don't know.
Fire 11.
Engine 11, we're double checking with PD. We think you've been canceled. Properly respond with engine 17 en route for psychological rescue ALS. 11103 Saragossa Street, Sticky Drive.
I think we're canceling.
Flight 11 location, we don't find me.
Copy. I believe PD may have cleared without canceling them. Calling them.
Nah, my phone's fine. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. Dad, love you. I think Michaela left us. Love you too, Michaela. I'll be back after midnight, guys. This is gonna be the end of number 203. 204 will be, I don't know when it'll be, but it will be after midnight. I will see you in a few hours. Later, losers.